You don't have to join a health club to get the exercise you need. The opportunity to be active is all around you. Regular exercise is good for your overall health. It can also enhance the way your body uses insulin.
Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. If you can get in 20 minutes a day or 30 minutes every other day, even a little bit will go a long way at keeping your body in good shape. And when your body's in good shape, it uses everything more efficiently.
As a dancer, Leanne has always been active. Now her husband Dale joins her in making exercise a part of every day.
And we do it at night when I get home from work. And it alternates between cardio and weight training.
Will Cross works out as though his life depends on it, because it does. He needs to call on all his strength when he's on a mountain. But exercise is a lifeline for everyone. That's why Lynn joins his friends for a jog on a regular basis. Neither rain, nor sleet, nor diabetes gets in his way. Even with careful management, blood glucose levels can get out of control. In addition to getting too high, blood sugar can also drop below a normal level. Will Cross is keenly aware of the problems that can result from these fluctuations.
Anybody with diabetes worries about hypo and hyperglycemia.
Hypoglycemia refers to low blood sugar levels. The brain likes for the blood sugar to be in a certain level to work properly. So if the sugar is low, people can feel weak, shaky, tremulous, hungry, and basically feel like they're going to pass out.
Hyperglycemia is high blood sugar. It brings on the classic symptoms of type 1 diabetes, including thirst, frequent urination, and fatigue. Avoiding those highs and lows is one of the reasons to monitor blood glucose regularly. It's especially important when safety is an issue, such as when you're going to be driving a car. Another reason to control blood glucose levels is to avoid diabetic ketoacidosis.
Acids build up in the bloodstream, the breath smells fruity, and basically people feel really terrible. So if it's not corrected, they might need to go to the hospital.
That's an important point. While type 1 diabetes can be managed successfully for an entire lifetime, you need to call the doctor when you're not feeling well. And if you're homesick from work or school, that does not mean you can stop monitoring or taking your insulin. As we have mentioned, having high blood sugar levels can damage many parts of your body. People with diabetes are at increased risk for heart disease.
Diabetes is a total body disease. We have to be worried about their blood pressure, we have to be worried about their cholesterol, about their triglycerides, and a number of other issues.
Heart health has been a major issue for Lynn. In fact, he had surgery because of clogged arteries. He credits his fitness routine for his speedy recovery.
I went back to work in 3.5 weeks, and I'm convinced it was because of being in very good physical condition.
Lynn also knows it's important to take care of his feet.
People with diabetes are at increased risk for having problems with the feet, such as ulcers, calluses, sores that they don't feel, because of the chance that people might have neuropathy, which is nerve damage. Nerve damage to the feet can cause either a painful neuropathy or a neuropathy that leads to numbness and tingling and no feeling at all. So it's important for people to inspect their feet every night and make sure there are no sores or cuts there that they haven't felt.
I check my feet every day. My feet are in very good shape, but if I have a sock that becomes a little worn or has a hole in it, I throw it out. And if shoes are not comfortable or not right or rubbing, I don't use them. You've got to be very aware of your feet. You've got to pay attention all the time.
In addition to your own inspections, your doctor will take a look at your feet as part of a regular diabetes checkup. The health of your eyes must be checked regularly as well.
Type 1 diabetes uncontrolled can lead to retinopathy, which is damage to the small blood vessels of the eyes. So we are at higher risk of even blindness from uncontrolled blood sugars. So a person with diabetes should have their eyes dilated and looked at by an ophthalmologist at least once a year to monitor any changes.
Other possible complications to discuss with your doctor include erectile dysfunction for male patients, bladder problems, and skin conditions.
People with type 1 diabetes just need to make sure that there are no sores that are not healing, and to keep the skin moist. A lot of people have very dry skin.
For people who want to avoid long-term complications of diabetes, two key words are attention and prevention. So it's good to have a healthcare team on your side.
Close your eyes and tell me if you feel it.
Yes.
If you have type 1 diabetes, you'll need to make plans to see a doctor on a regular basis. Both Dr. Guthrie and Dr. Hayes have a special connection with their diabetes patients. Dr. Guthrie has type 1 diabetes himself. He found out 15 years ago. Dr. Hayes has had type 1 diabetes since she was a teenager.
It gave me a goal to become a doctor, and then I always knew that I wanted to specialize in diabetes and endocrinology.
Dr. Hayes models a healthy lifestyle for her patients, even making space for exercise right in her office.
I think people with type 1 diabetes can accomplish most any feat they set their mind to. We just have to take certain precautions to keep the blood sugar normal during those activities, and monitor frequently and adjust our insulin and diet for the activities that we're doing.
Of course, you don't have to find a healthcare professional who has diabetes, but you do need to create a healthcare team with whom you feel comfortable. As we've mentioned, your team can start with an endocrinologist. The American Association of Clinical Endocrinologists has a tool that can help you find one in your community. Log on to www.aace.com. Click on Find an Endocrinologist. Type in your zip code and see a list of diabetes doctors in your area. Your team might also include an ophthalmologist to help protect your eyes, and a podiatrist to help with any problems that may develop with your feet. Your teeth and gums need to be healthy too. That means regular visits to the dentist.
Dental care is an extremely important component. Poor blood sugar control can result in a lot of dental problems. Likewise, dental infections can throw off the diabetes care, so you get into a vicious cycle there.
Your family and friends are also a part of your health care team. Having a supportive husband helps Leanne get her exercise and eat healthy meals.
It's been very important. Dale's been there from day one when I was diagnosed. He was at the hospital, so he's always been there for me.
And they have a new reason to be healthy. They hope to have another baby soon.
What motivates me is knowing that it affects the baby's future.
Clayton counts on his wife to help him be aware of his children's health because he knows type 1 diabetes can run in families.
I'm constantly on the outlook for the signs that what I went through when I was 14 years old. And of course, our pediatrician knows very well, my health history.
Lynn's wife also understands her husband needs her help so they can continue to enjoy a healthy lifestyle and the beautiful home they worked together to create. Will counts on Amy to help manage his career and his diabetes, and she helps to keep his spirits up when his blood glucose takes a dip.
And we need to stop and take time to eat a candy bar or whatever it is that he takes to raise